Did you see our boy? Well, two of our boys, friends of the show, have had interesting paths. One, Big Mike, who we still haven't had on the podcast.
Right.
He was glazing up Logan a lot on the Crypto Zoo stuff, and everyone was saying that he is the glaze master, which makes me sad.
It does.
He's such a wonderful boy.
I was texting with him when this shit all happened, and I was like your boy is cooked, bro.
Yeah,
100%. And he, I don't think from a malicious place, I think he just doesn't understand. He wasn't involved in the Crypto Zoo shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, also he's being a good friend.
He's being a good friend, which nobody can fault him for.
Too.
He knows, exactly.
Yeah.
But I think because he's like, yo, we're coming out with a podcast, and then everything will make sense then. And the podcast like made everything worse. It was horrible, right?
Yeah.
So I think he just doesn't understand.
So definitively now, you don't think that there's any universe where Paul had good intentions at some point in this process and it all went awry? I have to ask the question. It's a fucking podcast.
No, it's a good question. I think he thinks he did right, but the part that he doesn't address in CoffeeZilla's, by the way, that one, his Coffee's response video is coming out. We'll probably
today.
Get to watch it.
I'm gonna be watching it today later. We can watch it if it comes out while you're here, if you want.
Is this a response to CoffeeZilla's response? Because he already issued a okay.
So, but in CoffeeZilla, exactly. Or CoffeeZilla is responding to Logan.
Oh, got it.
But in Coffee's reporting, found messages of Logan Paul, the Crypto King, and who are all these other con men,
Jeff, his manager, Crypto King, who's like a known scammer, Z, who's like the coder, who's also a like kind of scummy, and then Eddie, who is like another con man.
So they're conspiring to buy the coin before it goes public, which is insider trading. That's actually illegal. So this question of if his intentions were good, it's hard to give him a full pass because of that. Or I mean, that's actually a big deal. It's not even like
that's the scam. They had an agreement.
The question
they wrote like literally guidelines on how to do the rug pull and when to pull out.
The question I ask, and it's something you've brought up, did Paul surround himself with scummy people and criminals in the crypto space? Or is the crypto space so laden with those type of people, throw a rock and you'll hit one, that he, went into this space thinking he was surrounding himself with people that knew the space the best or operated the best in the space, and they're just all criminals?
No, I think he wanted to do a bank heist, and in order to do a bank heist, you gotta hire robbers.
So he crewed up.
Yeah, and then it's a tale as old as time itself. You go into the robbery, and then the fucking guys end up fucking
robbery, fucking bricktop.
Yeah, I mean, he hired this guy Crypto King, which that's kind of his whole shtick, right?
Yeah.
But at the end, it's like, can you name one NFT project that isn't mired in controversy or a straight up scam?
And that's kind of what I was.
The whole thing's a giant Ponzi.
I've been the number one enemy of cryptocurrency and NFTs since day one. It's
a giant Ponzi. Yeah. I don't think anybody.
It is an unregulated.
There's a pyramid at the top where people make money and everyone else is losing money.
Yeah. And that's actually really interesting because like a lot of the people that get involved in the multi-level marketing schemes are basically also kind of scummy themselves because they think they kind of know it's a scam, but they're like, but I could get other people involved in the scam, and then they'll be the bag holders, not realizing that they themselves are actually holding the bag. Right. And that's kind of what this is. That's why like Logan Paul's response was really funny where he's like, well, did you know that one of the guys that I scammed actually did a crypto rug pull himself? I was like, yeah.
Two. He's like, two. I was like, bitch, you've done two.
Yeah.
Dink doink, motherfucker. Yeah. He still doesn't explain that.
Yeah, I know.
It's not even his first rug pull.
But this is how it is. So
I think he's actually broken criminal laws.
This is my question, okay? If you're Logan Paul and your career has skyrocketed and had its ups and downs, but it's been mired with controversy. But now you're doing the boxing thing, physically fit. You get to go and touch gloves with Floyd Money Mayweather.
It's all happening.
Okay?
Yeah.
And then you do the wrestling thing, and everyone is praising you for it because it's actually good.
I gotta do an aside as a big wrestling fan.
It was dope.
He's cold.
I know
that buckshot. where he tore his knee apart was actually
I
sick.
agree. He's actually doing something for the first time in his career that's like overwhelmingly positive. Impulsive, the podcast is killing it.
I'm glad that podcast is gonna die now because I don't need that competition.
Yeah, I was gonna say
I'm fucking gone. I don't like seeing him getting guests that I don't have. I don't like seeing him get more views than me. So this is a good thing for me. Fuck Impulsive.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'm just saying, like, but if you're Logan Paul and you have this career, you're worth, almost $100 million, probably, give or take.
No.
Okay, $50 million.
Yeah, maybe 50.
Okay, that's still an insane amount of money.
Well, that's twice as much money.
You are really upset Impulsive is getting started.
Okay, so
Well, yeah,
Logan
I
Paul,
am. That's
let's
true.
say Logan Paul's net worth, give
Not
or
anymore.
take, conservative estimate, $40 million. Okay?
Yeah.
Why the fuck do you have to do a rug pull? What's wrong with you?
I've been thinking about this, and I think I know why. So I had Jake Paul on the podcast a long time ago, and something I learned from talking to him behind the scenes is that him and his brother are insanely competitive.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't even think they like each other, right? And so I think Jake has been super successful too, and I think Logan, in his mind, he needs to make as much money as possible.
Dog,
to
he has
keep up.
prime.
Yeah, no, I know.
He's more successful than Jake in like pretty much every field.
Well, Jake is making a ton of money from his boxing events. They're huge. Okay.
Fair.
So I think Logan's like, I need to stay ahead of him, right? Because Logan's always been ahead of Jake, and Jake said that like they have this weird competitive shit, and like so. And I don't know if you remember back then, like Logan fucked his girlfriend or something. It was really weird.
That is weird.
Yeah, but I think it has to do. I think they're pathological. I think they have personality disorders. I think he is a narcissist. I mean, when you watch that video, the narcissism rage at CoffeeZilla was insane because his video was just.
I mean, it's posturing now. If you're going to court,
no, he was so wrong about everything.
Yeah, but listen, if we've learned anything about the court of public opinion, it is deny, deny, deny. If you let on any kind of, I should apologize for this, then the mob, then the horde has something to latch their teeth into. If you go with the Donald Trump school of medicine, no, you're simply wrong. What do you think you see in court? People go, oh, there might be something to that.
Yeah, you deny, you deflect, and then you counterattack the person who like launched this investigation on you, and you try to claim that like there's a hidden bias there. And most lizard brain dipshits who like love you unconditionally will go, oh, finally I have an out to defend this person, right? However, the greatest thing Logan Paul could have done, other than obviously not engage in a fucking crypto rug pull, what the fuck is wrong with you, would have been to probably shut the fuck up about it. Because like his response made it.
It was so bad.
His response made it worse.
It's the worst response I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I actually disagree with that, with your thesis there a little bit. I think on the political stage it does work, but I found personally on the YouTube stage, when you do something wrong and like the court of public opinion is against you, the best thing you can do is to just like apologize fully.
Really? Own up to it?
Every time on YouTube, that's the way that people get out of shit.
Well,
especially when you're fucking caught.
You insinuated something that I think is interesting. You think he's done. You think he's cooked because of this instance.
Or at least he's never going to be fully cooked, but I think he's going to lose a lot of fans from this.
Wow.